Hello everybody and welcome to the decks of the weekend. Last weekend I was in Galicia, Spain for Impact Returns and well, me and Pivo did accomplish some goals, let's say. He was the winner of the Sunday Modern Main Event, 231 players. He played Bantanadu, although it's not going to be the modern deck of choice for the weekend. I decided to feature the finalist, Rodrigo, who got there with, well, the UB Frogtide, a deck that my channel loves. So this is gonna be the deck of the weekend, the deck that I'll play in the next days for Magic Online, and also tonight, 9 p.m. on Mengu's workshop, you'll find a gameplay video of Tommy playing this deck against me on Just Guy Control. So if you like this deck, there's a lot of content on my channel, almost one video a week about the frog. What was his list? So very similar to what Piagonti was writing about last week, about how he was liking the Archmage Charm as a way to get some card advantage, steal some powerful 1-mana card like Guide of Souls, and also Long Goodbye as a way to, I guess, kill the frog in the mirror match. I'm surprised to see a couple of Sink into Stupor. This is a card that I think it's fine as a one-off. Surprised to see two, but obviously decidedly for some negation. And 4 Murktide Regent. No copies of Tamio and the Mishra's Bubble, but instead 3 Consider, 2 Spell Piece, 3 Spell Snare. So it's definitely going to be the list I'll play for the channel. And well, yeah, this list does make sense. Toxic Deluge is a very good card. Also, he's for the Break the Ice plan over the Harbinger of the Seas. I have been unimpressed by Blood Moon effects in both Blue Red Murktide and Blue Black Frogtide. Just the fact that Tron can easily play around Blood Moon effect with, well, the One Ring, but also Kozilek's Command lets you just, you're able to like play this in response, get some spawn, or you know, if you have talismans and such, or even a basic waste, you can just play the Kozilek's Command and then just unlock your mana to play the 7-mana thing that destroys it, or just Kozilek's Command the Harbinger as well. So overall, I think Break the Ice is the best way to deal with Tron, and Tron is a very popular deck. Of course, I'm not mentioning Nadu. People did win with Nadu. His list is on his Twitter profile. Somehow Nadu will be legal for another month. I don't understand why. I am definitely against these decisions by WotC, but you know, whatever. I was hoping to at least try to play Shukos in my area, but I can't. But these Shukos are mine, so at least my Shuko did something. I'm glad that people got there. Of course, very, very happy about his performance. We were in Galicia 4 days. We played the team event on Friday. We got to the top 4 with Adrian. We split the top 4. And then on Saturday, it was main event Legacy. And I actually got the job done there. I didn't win, but I got to the top 8 with a deck that, well, I would say it's quite an unexpected choice. I'll just show it to you on Magic Online because it's a bit better the way I can show it to you. I played this deck on the stream and on for a YouTube video. So if you've never seen something like this going on, you can definitely check a league gameplay out. And I went 7-1. There was 220 players in the Legacy main event, and well, I was surprised because despite I registered this deck, so obviously when you register a deck, you should giving your the high hopes. I didn't have them. I thought, I don't want to play blue for a change, and well, I was rewarded. This deck was fantastic. I beat the 3 blue-black Scaminator opponents I played against, one of which was Javier Dominguez. The match was recorded because the whole weekend was streamed. Impact Return streamed everything, even the Modern. They had like a great streaming setup. They had commentators, the few commentators from Germany, Julian Nab and Kai Savatari. They paid us, the trip. They had like delayed a stream, pre-recording matches, something like they do at the PT. So like very, very great coverage, by the way. Definitely check it out if you have missed it. And anyway, I was on coverage a lot with this deck because, well, it's a new deck, and I was definitely one of their feature players. So what does this deck do? Again, if you haven't watched the video, I want you to watch it because this deck is super fun. So you always start with a Mana Dork, either Noble Hark, Ignoble Hark, or a Zenith for Dryad Arbor, and then you just start double spelling. You have White of the Reliquary, which is very strong combination with this new land, Howl on the Gates of Madara. You can either save your creature from removal spell or blink your opponent, not blink, sorry, phase out your opponent's stuff so they don't connect. You have Endurance to play around the many Reanimator deck in the format, and then you have the combo kill with Natural Order, which I play a 4th copy in the sideboard for the known Force of Will matchup, something like Death and Taxes, Maverick, Eldrazi. Eldrazi actually is the deck that kicked me out in top 8. It was super easy, actually. They went turn 1, Chalice of the Void game 1. I was on the draw. I couldn't do anything. And in game number 2, they just had an insane draw. Eldrazi is fantastic. I also played Eldrazi on the channel. Definitely check it out. That's probably going to be the best deck post-ban. But yes, because Legacy also was dominated by the blue-black Scaminators, with 2 of them in the top 8, and this is the whole bracket. 2 the Scaminators in the top 8, only 2. Sorry, 2 Scaminators in the finals, only 2 in the top 8, but honestly, in the win and in, I think 4 or 5 Scaminator lost the win and in, so I haven't seen the, okay, no, here are the deck list, but yeah, I haven't seen the top 16 deck list, but rest assured there's going to be a lot of Scaminators there. The deck was very popular and did very well. In the top 8, it didn't convert too well. I mean, 2 in the final, but definitely a deck that's going to be banned in the next ban announcement. I don't exactly know what the next ban announcement going to be. They definitely won't ban anything of this deck of the Black-Green Cradle control. Although, if they ban Grief, then combo comes back, so this deck struggles a bit more. I think this deck is actually very good in the metagame right now because of the low numbers of combo. And, I never play against the combo deck. I just play against creature decks all the time, and you just have fair matchups overall. So with a little bit of experience, you can definitely run away with the game with this deck. Yeah, let's get to the last format today. But first, I guess I wanted to show you the bracket of Modern 2, because that's not a format where people want to say the ban Nadu. And while in America they had 4 Nadus in the top 4, here was a little bit more normal. Pedro Dores top 8 at both events, pretty sick. Congrats to him. And he was playing both the 2 tier 1, Lex Combinator and Nadu, just like Pivo, although Pivo just went 6-2 on Saturday, so he wasn't able to do the back-to-back. What else wanted to do? Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the win that I had on Sunday. I played the Premodern side event. We were 34 players, and I won it first place, undefeated, with my trusty blue-black Replenish, which I am mastering now. I feel like I played this deck very well. I feel like this deck is very strong, and I feel like my opponent don't know it very well. This gives me always a pretty big edge when I play Premodern, and well, I guess I'll keep on playing this deck. I guess it's fun to win. Usually I change deck, but for this format, I'm just sticking to this one. It's always challenging. The games are, well, when everything goes well, it's repetitive, because obviously you do the replenish abolitions thing. But when you don't, it gets scrappy. It's actually very fun. We played this VEEDEO for the Mengu's workshop against Tommy, who won the nationals, with Green White Terragate. And although I don't know when we're gonna release that, maybe after the August break, because well, August is usually a pretty low month for YouTube. But if you're watching this video, I'm glad, because that means that you are still following the Mengu deck of the weekend weekly video, where it's going to bring you to Pauper as the next format. I want to show you Blue-White Caw-Gates, Decklist from Tommaso Loss, one of the best player I know in Pauper. He top 16 the Parma EPT. There was 180 people in Parma playing Pauper last weekend. Pauper is very, very popular in Italy. And he was playing Blue-White Caw-Gates with 4 copies of Thraben Charm. Now, this is a card that I loved in MH3 draft, but actually I've never thought about putting in my Pauper deck, but I did. I already started a league with this deck. It's strong, so you'll see it in the next days. And yeah, classic Blue-White Caw-Gates, only this is an addition. Tommaso liked the Coalition Honor Guard over the the 2-3 with protection from everything that I can't remember the name right now. Also playing Medic as a way to deal with the mono red decks, which are very popular on Magical Line, as well as the 4 Blue Elemental Blast. So strong deck with a strong addition. That's good enough to feature it in my deck of the week. And even though it didn't top 8 or win, the top 8, actually, I guess I can show it to you too. It was won by another expert Pauper player, Roberto Francini, on Grixis Affinity. The top 8 also sees Golgari Gardens, more affinity, and then Tharigli in the top 8, who lost the quarterfinal, and then Ponza. So, you know, lots of new cards, also MH3 cards in the top 8. Definitely get ready with the Affinity Hate, and there's 4 Dust to Dust in the side over here. Not saying that this is a good matchup, but we do have 4 Dust to Dust in our sideboard. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, leave a comment, show support for the Mengu's channel. Check out Mengu's workshop tonight for that Pauper, for that modern video, and have a great rest of the day and the week.